Okay, great. So we are now going to go live on Facebook, and we're going to just sort the tech out and do the things that we need to do in order to go live. And we're nearly there. Nearly there. Okay, so we are going to now stream live. And before we dive in to this wonderful conversation that we're going to have today, I always like checking so that everything works and that everything looks okay for everyone. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now as well. So let me do that before. So if you're watching this now in the Facebook group, let me know if you can see me and Carole okay, if you can hear us okay, and if everything seems to be, fine in your end. Let me know. I'm just checking the live chat here. It takes a little time for people to always find us, but I'm just checking everything on the phone before we go in properly in this little conversation that we're going to have today. Right, so it looks okay, my end. It looks okay. I'm just going to do one more thing. Yeah, it looks fine. So if you can hear me and see me okay, do let me know. Yeah, okay, so Melissa can see us and hear us okay, which is amazing. Then Melissa, do you want to let us know if you can see us and hear us okay? That would be great. She's so good. Yay, she can. I can see her. Oh, I love you. Melissa is amazing. All right, so let's dive into this conversation today. I'm going now to turn off my phone because sometimes it gives this surround sound, and you know me now, I don't like things not being right with the tech, so we want to make sure that's okay. Okay, let's dive in. So we are here today to talk to Carole. Carole is actually in my Lightbody program, so we're going to have a conversation about that. And I'm going to actually just, if you have been watching the lives this week and last week, the event, you know that we've been talking about the Connected Soul Club, and we were talking about the Lightbody program. As a result of talking about all the other things, which has been the masterclasses on online mastery and, activating your spiritual power and everything. So today I have Carole here, and she is in my Lightbody program, which is the group program that we started in September last year. And I am just really happy that you're here and that we are talking and having this wonderful conversation. So first of all, why don't you introduce yourself? Just say where you're from and what you do, and then I'll just lead the conversation and we'll have a conversation.
So, hi guys, I'm from Switzerland. I'm Carole, and I'm a multidimensional healer. I'm working also with animals, to heal animals and humans. And also I'm an ascension guide to reach unity consciousness. That's something, a very big part of me, to bring unconditional love to this world. It's really about becoming the love itself. That's something that's really coming from my heart, and I'm a little bit excited.
Yeah, we're excited because we're talking about this.
So yeah, ascension guidance to reach unity consciousness, rising the divine feminine, and becoming embodiment of love. Yes,
exactly. And Carole, this is, I always say this, like the vehicle for ascension is actually through the heart chakra, which is where we cultivate unconditional love and opening our hearts to heal the world. And that's where the unity consciousness comes from, actually.
Yeah.
So the love element, to transmute everything to love, ultimately is actually the vehicle for ascension, and you know this. Yeah,
it's so powerful.
It's very powerful. Yeah, very powerful.
Unconditional love.
Yeah, exactly. So how I just want to be really like transparent and talk to everyone. How did you when you heard like Lightbody activations, when you heard about the work the first time, how did you feel? Like, what happened?
You mean when I saw it from you? you were like,
when we had the very initial conversations about it, can you explain how you felt?
yeah.
Because if you remember, I remember.
Can I make a short one? How I was before, kind of
Yes.
how I find your work?
Yes. Yeah, you can say that as well. Yeah, you can explain how you maybe were feeling before we started. I was going to say that anyway, but yeah, you can say it now. How were you feeling before we started?
I just was I was already going through some initiation before this work, as I already had to embody unconditional love when I had some initiations, but it come at a point where I felt very unsafe through these shifts on my own, and I couldn't really have found my patterns why I feel that way. And I just call it in to universe, my guides, a mentor who truly can support me, because I was aware that I was going through these light body activations. I got the information from my guides, but I couldn't really, nobody could understand me well, how I have to go through it safely without having fear of it. And then it's where you came in.
Yes, I remember, because you were like, I am in such an intense space right now. That's what you were saying. Do you remember?
And I felt it so much in my soul, the resonance. I know I have to do this. It's exactly what I have to do. This is the things that my soul really is guiding me to release my fear, so I can come to the full embodiment of of my light body. And I know you have the keys to bring me safely through.
Yes.
It was amazingly,
So it wasn't. I talk about the people I've been following in the event as well. I talk about intellectual and intuitive decisions. I think this one was intuitive decisions.
This was so strong, and that I didn't have any money at that moment.
I know, we manifested the money.
And then I was giving myself, as I had already some, not all, but I had already unlocked some of my gifts, so I could help me a little bit by bringing the financial stuff little to help me to pay these things. And it comes magically through my father then, and I don't know how even this happened, but I got the money to make it work.
Yes. And now you know more in a more unlocked space. So yeah, so I that's a really good way, actually. I think so. It felt like divine timing at the time, didn't it? It was, and it was an intuitive decision. So if you can explain, because I could explain how you have transformed, but I'd like you to share it, because it comes from you. So how are you feeling? Like, I know that you were feeling the energetic sort of like imbalances and stretches and all sorts of things happening within your body and your mind before the work. But from an emotional sort of human positioning, like where were you at the time? How are you feeling? What was happening in your life? What was happening, basically? Because it's almost like, if we give more real life example, how you were actually performing in your life at the time, and now the difference, that makes people really understand the difference, if that makes sense. So do you want to share a little bit?
I will share, and if you already, I told you already a lot, so if I miss something here, you just can give me kind of a reminder. I was actually very stuck. I was very ungrounded, stuck, and I was so afraid of coming into my power.
Yes.
I was so afraid of what's going energetically on with me, and I couldn't repress it, as my soul pushed me to do it, and I was stuck. My work doesn't work. I wasn't work, as I was becoming super sensitive to everything, and my soul doesn't want it to work in a normal job anymore. And I couldn't do my things as they wasn't fully embodied, and I felt very terrible, because I was in limbo state where I know I have to face myself and my things, and I couldn't do this. I had a point where I said the pain comes so much to not showing myself. It was more painful than every pain someone ever could do me by judging me or whatever. It came so much that I couldn't stand it any longer, and it makes me also strong to know whatever comes in my way, I can transmute it. But I was very stuck, and I felt very ungrounded, not safe through this energy shifts. What else I was telling you at that moment? Do you remember?
Well, the way I looked at it at the time was like, it was like you couldn't stay in a normal job because you were too sensitive for the it just felt too overwhelming, the 3D reality, because part of your soul and your being felt like you were going to do your soul mission, but then you didn't feel empowered and strong enough either. So like you were stuck in the middle, right? Because you know that you are not meant to do just like a 3D job. Like you knew that, but you didn't feel powerful or embodied enough to do your soul work either. So the light body work will definitely put people in the soul work and like, you know, initiate them and embody them in this way. But what's interesting now is that you now are energetically, this is what I feel, you can confirm it, but you are energetically more robust to hold down another job and actually work on your soul business at the same time in balance, which I think is a huge progress, because you're in the real world. You're always going to be in the real world. It's never going to, you know, we live here on planet Earth. Do you know what I mean? And so maybe you want to talk a little bit about that, how things have changed now, or, you know.
Yes, it's just also, I wasn't really clear. I know I had to go into my soul mission. I was afraid, and I wasn't really clear about which niche, which people I should serve. And as I started the Chroma light body work, it came slowly in that I felt kind of downloads coming through, like I intuitionally, that I know which people I have to serve, what exactly I have to do, what's my energy, as I embodied more my energy through the light body work, my soul's essence energy, that downloads came automatically through, and I know, it is clear now. I have to be like kind of unity consciousness to help other people to shift through my energy, through my work. It becomes clear that I'm not for everyone, but I have a niche.
Yes.
You know, in these things. And I also can handle more normal work beside, for sure, just in a way that it's okay for me. It is alignment for my soul, like kind of nice people, but it's changed. This definitely changed. But I know that I'm really pushed to make my own business. I'm not supposed to make a normal work.
No.
I will not feel comfortable, to be honest.
But you can transition. It's like you transition. You have the normal work, and then you have your soul work. So you can do both.
Yeah, that definitely works.
And more happy balance, where you had so much resistance before.
Oh yeah, I had so much resistance, really much resistance, and ego integrations or losing. So it was quite intense. And I have so much less resistance. I'm still in progress, as you know.
It's still in progress. Yeah, absolutely.
Last one, so there's still a lot going on with me, but it's absolutely changed completely. So I don't have any. So I have really less resistance, and I'm ready now to step up. That's really beautiful. As it's ending now, I really have the power to step up into my mission.
Yes.
To go through my still last blocks I have. But speaking my truth, that's the most important thing, that I allow myself to speak my truth no matter how I feel.
Yeah, exactly.
And in my truth, I couldn't this half year before to make a live review here. And my biggest block was actually also being seen. This was huge.
And now you're here talking like this.
I'm still a little excited, but I'm doing it, you know, and it's so much more balanced now, you know. It's amazing.
I also would love people that know me from before, and people who maybe don't know me now. I will talk a little bit about shadow work. We know that although the Lightbody program is not a shadow work program, it does address the shadows in us. And what's been really interesting, do you want to talk a little bit about the shadows that's come up and the dark feminine in you? Because this is where the power is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's exactly situation you mean. Huh?
Yeah, the dark feminine. I want you to tell us about the dark goddess in you.
the same situation I had to face and this thing.
No, you don't have to share the situation. Yeah, you can maybe share a little bit of the situation, but also what's happening within you, you know, how you not tolerate certain things.
Yeah, that's beautiful to mention. I was always feeling like unconditional love. It's just it is just love, yes, but it's not that we have to tolerate all behavior that coming towards us. You can still make clear boundaries and still being in love without judgment energetically, right? But I felt like I had some situation to face where I feel so much disrespected from people who maybe judged me in a past life or whatever. And I know it's just for my highest good to resolve these things. But I feel now it's changed within me. When someone is disrespectful to me, if I come to her with a good intention, there is something, I didn't have this before. There's some fire coming up. You know, this fire of the feminine. But it's not just the soft feminine, it's the feminine who really want to take her power back, who's really don't tolerate anything that is not in respect of her love and her truth. Exactly. And this was really coming up, and it's liberating. This energy is really liberating yourself, right? And this is amazing. You know, I was afraid of the situation, Shani, and I had one or two in the morning actually. But I have to say, I have this energy now through this Lightbody work. This energy is activated in a really powerful, beautiful way, more empowering for yourself. Yeah. And it will liberate you, whatever situation you will go through. You can stand up for yourself, whatever it comes your way.
Yeah. And I think, although I'm not going to share about other people's experiences, because if I do more lives, they can share, but I know that's happened with, I think, every single person in the program. They have stepped into their power, like in their own way, because this is a result of the Lightbody work, because you get connected back to your truth. And when you're in touch with this spark of truth that you have within you, like if something is not right, you will not accept it, you know.
Yeah, you are not allowing yourself to be hidden or suppressed down by your voice again, by your energy, because your energy is so strong. And you will be able, that's the beautiful way, not to react from an ego way or from a disempowering way or to make the other one down. No, you are really making from an empowering way to speak the truth and help the others, maybe if they want to see it from another perspective, from a higher perspective. But you are not choosing to put yourself down again. No,
so you're not getting triggered. You may feel triggered. This is the big difference, right? Yeah. And we have had conversations about this also in Messenger, been talking and about being triggered and then process the trigger and then respond. As in, like, how should you now respond? How should you now stand in your power in these different situations so that you can actually shed light on what was wrong, as in, like, you know, what happened, or basically wash your hands with it. Like, I'm not going to be a part of this. And it's a different energy, like shouting and screaming or something, you know, because some people, when they get triggered, they go like, wow, you know, like this. This is not the dark feminine. This is more of like the wounded feminine. So we are talking here about healed, feminine, deep goddess kind of like power, right?
Yes. And I also want to say something, how the program, the Lightbody work really helped me, is because also the tools you are having into it, you know. My soul felt it already at the beginning that it's safe for me, because I didn't know how much shadow work or trauma that may surface in a softly way. It's not in a way that you couldn't handle it, you know.
No, you can handle it,
in a safe way. But because also we had the tools to make shock and trauma releases or witch wound that I didn't was aware consciously before that I have them. And I'm happy that I did it, because otherwise I may still be stuck. But I become aware of becoming more into my power and light. I become aware of what holds me stuck. Yes. And all the things, the clearing kits and all these things, it's really helped me to move in a short way through my biggest, deepest fears. I had to face it, but it wasn't like the fear I could felt in the past life, because this was like just a smooth release, because all the work he was doing with us helped to make it in a softly safe space.
Yeah, softly safe space, but kind of still powerful transformation. And then you always had enough time to integrate. And also, you know, we always chat in Messenger for, like, you know, the things you needed. But yeah, the Lightbody program is for people in a hurry, as in, like, can I do all my shadow work and all my fear release and in one go, please? Yes, you can. So look, I'm not saying this is now finished and you never do a program again, but I would say that this is from how I look at it from a space holder, that your major parts of your conditioning and things, the core wounding, will come up through this program and release. And this is why I always say, and you know this, Carole, this is why I always say, if you are in a hurry or want to become a visionary, new earth leader, embodied, and you're on a mission, and this is what you're going to live for, this program will help you, catalyze you forward like 1,000%. But this is why it's like, if you're in a hurry, like, you know, if you don't want to wait for the next 10 years and just get it done in 1 year and then move forward with ease, then you know, it's recommended.
Yes, I don't know how long I would took without it, as I felt like if you can resist it, you can make it the process so long. But if the Lightbody work, it doesn't work. It's just
no, you can't resist. The thing is as well, though, when you resist something, you will know this as well, Carole, because you've had this maybe before, the stronger it comes. So if you resist the fear or resist the whatever is coming up, it kind of grows bigger.
Yeah, I know this very well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, oh, there's a demon. Oh my God, it's getting bigger because I
was a long time running away from my shadows.
Yeah, exactly.
They are liberating me, you know. To look on it, they are liberating myself, because we can't be the light or the love without truly facing all parts. Because shadow is nothing else than parts that we are hidden from ourselves.
Exactly.
Just want to be seen, and we will be even more in your service after whatever you are doing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, let's talk a little about the shadow work. I mean, this is the way I describe it to my clients, but it's almost like you are recognizing the shadows and then you're transmuting them into acceptance and allowing them to sort of transmute and unfold and heal. Then they become a part of you, but they are not like hiding, and they're not also deciding the way forward. It's just there. This is where the power comes from. Because when then person allow the shadows to be there and be transmuted, but actually look at them in the eye and go, okay, I'm going to be your ally, you know, I'm your friend. Therefore, you become really powerful as a human. This is why the shadow work, when people avoid the shadow work, half of them is not there. Because half is the shadow.
I didn't know this, Jenny. I was the same. I was also.
Yeah, I know. And there's no criticism towards you or anything. It's just that they don't know. But this is why we educate them, right? So you explain this to me, how you, maybe how you felt, like how you didn't know, but then you realized, and then.
I don't know. I also forgot to say that I'm a twin flame guidance, as I'm a twin flame on myself, and it's a really beautiful journey. But it's about to merge with your complete self, and we are all on the same journey. If we are twin flames or not, doesn't matter. It's about unity consciousness, that we are all right. But what you was asking me about the shadow work, right?
Yeah, shadow. Yeah. So how you, about your feelings and how you've experienced it here.
I was actually, I saw when I felt all this integration of the unconditional love consciously. I'm not speaking about being already energetic embodiment of that. I was thinking, wow, that's beautiful to feel all this light, love, and all these things. But at that moment, at the first year, I wasn't making any shadow work, and I think, where's my shadow? Actually, I suppressed it so much down that I couldn't feel it at that moment. That I still have it, but I didn't fully feel. Now when I look back, I know I wasn't the full embodiment of my higher self.
You were not, exactly.
I had to face it, and when I came up, I was thinking, oh, it is something I didn't look at it. It's something really painful, or something feels not in alignment with love. But somehow when I see it was just a crying part of myself. I didn't love before. It's mostly the shadow work, that these things, and mostly the parts of us that we are never give love to it, that we are not accepting it ourselves, and we are not accepting them in others. How we can be ascension coach when we are not fully integrated and accepted all parts within ourselves? We will still judge others for that part because we are not accepting them within ourselves. Right? So we had to face them, bring them back, and bring a higher perspective to it.
Exactly. I mean, I also look at it, there is this a little bit in the spiritual community sometimes, all love and light, everything is beautiful. And then there's this spiritual bypassing to not look at the icky parts of us that we maybe don't like, the rage, because I remember this was interesting. I'm sure I don't think you mind sharing, but I remember first time you messaged me and you went, Jenny, I feel this like rage, like I feel this energy inside of me and I feel almost bad for having this energy. And then we had the conversation and I'm like, you are stepping into your dark feminine, like your power here. And then everything.
Like, make me conscious about that, because I think it's not so bad to have it. We are so it's also
conditioned to believe that we shouldn't be bad. Yes,
and that to hide this part of ourselves, that's also the divine feminine. That's also part of love. And I was hiding, and it's coming up. I was thinking, why I feel that way? But since it's coming up and you really explain it me the way, I feel so much more lovingly with this part of myself, because I know how to use it correctly in a beautiful, respectful way. But for standing up for myself and for humanity, for the truth.
Yes. And also what I feel with you, Carole, now, and this is just from an energetic transmission I'm getting from you, is that nothing's going to stop you now. You are not going to kind of go back to old ways. It's like done. This is what I'm feeling just from your energy. And also that you have more trust now in yourself and your mission. You're like, all right, I might have some bad days, but so this is what I'm feeling now from you, which is big difference from before. There was uncertainty, not feeling safe, confusion, maybe even about things. And now it's like, clear.
Now it's clear that I'm doing it, and then there's something changed. I cannot even say it, but I feel energetically there's something so big changed. And if I look now from a half year back, and now it's really the missing piece I needed to unlock these things. And I felt actually the higher merge with my higher self. I feel so much more aligned with my soul. Even my light language comes since 2 years.
That was what I was, because your light language is now like, because I want to say this to the audience. So there is a part of the Lightbody integration work where we do the higher light activation. Is the longer one, do you remember? Where we reconnect you with the light language translator unit, which is at the side of your head actually. But that's a part of the recircuiting process. And then after we did that, your light language came through much easier, right? Which is a healing. So people don't know the Lightbody, the light language. It is channeled language from higher beings, and it has a healing frequency. So whether you talk it, sing it, just transmit it, it has healing energy in it. So maybe you want to share about that, and then we finish, like we round up the conversation, so we can finish off. So share about your light language.
I don't know, it was just when I was this integration was after, I felt like kind of words or tones wanted to release, kind of release of my energy that I wanted to do. It just comes naturally. If I would do it just by intentionally, it wouldn't come the same as I'm just channeling it. It's just have a strong healing vibration, even on myself, as a feeling. Then it's clearing my throat, or the Kundalini starts to rise now as we make and all these things. I don't know, but it's just something very healing. I don't understand all the words what comes through right now.
No, I don't understand it when it comes through me. I just know I have a sense. Yeah, I have a sense. So before we finish, why don't you, I'm just going to see as well if there is any questions to Carole, because maybe somebody want to say, hey, Carole, Melissa's watching. Yeah, she says here always. If there was any questions, ladies and gentlemen, we will come back to them actually as well. Even if we now finish this conversation, if you ask questions on the hash replay, feel free to ask questions to Carole as well, because Carole will also answer questions if they tag your name, maybe if you, so feel free to do this under the live, even if you watch the hashtag replay, because I don't expect everyone to be here live anyway, it's fine. And feel free to ask questions to Carole. Now, why don't you share your business? Because I also wanted to say that Carole is an amazing ascension coach and healer. So why don't you just share a little bit, a few of the sessions, what you do and how you work with people, and if they're interested in any work, they can contact you as well.
Yes. So as I mentioned, I'm a ascension coach to unity consciousness and becoming the love itself. So it's also about giving you the safe, sacred place in unconditional love. So you feel safe to open up, to share. Sometimes it's just having someone you can share.
Yeah.
To feel more, how do you say, remembrance, when you are,
yes.
You know, when you can remember, the unconditional love is the frequency of your soul.
Yeah.
And by coming into the field, so I'm holding this field for you, and you will then remember, by slowly, step by step, you will remember more of your soul. You will feel safe. The mostly is you feel safe to share from your ascension, where you're going through. And I have a lot of experience now, so I can help you to feel safe and hold a safe space in unconditional love, whatever you want to share. And that's something, it's just, when I work with people, mostly they say, I just feel so safe. I just feel this love, this vibration. And it's a really deep healing. Sometimes I don't need even to say much. It's just something the soul feel and remember. And it's getting activated, or you share from your soul. I don't know how to explain this. It's something you will.
Sure. Well, it's an energy thing. People feel, if they want to be in your energy, they just feel like they want to be in your energy. So just explain, you do also energy clearings.
Yes, exactly.
And so clearing like the trauma, clearing the different the energy in the different parts of the body and things. Maybe explain a little bit how you the problems that you help with. I know we said ascension problems, which could be.
Someone is very interesting about it. They can also write me. I make a paper where I completely explain everything, so I can send it so they can really feel into it if it resonates with them. But I'm doing like divine healing with unconditional love to release physical pain, emotional stuck energies, because the high frequency will automatically help to transmute these lower frequencies, and it will see how it's best for you, how much you can handle. It will never be too much. And it's also about healing animals, emotional shocks, physical pains.
You have an affinity for animals. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's actually someone out here there who really looks to work in a sanctuary, or anyone. I'm really looking somewhere to find the right place still. Work in a sanctuary, or looking for the welfare of animals.
The animals, yeah, exactly.
Really looking for that, and that's a really big part of my soul mission. To work.
Yeah, I feel from what I'm like. I'm also a business coach. I can see that the unconditional love and the holding of that energy space is safe and transmuting in itself. And then because you've done a lot of shadow work, you also hold the boundary and of the the divine truth, divine power, divine love, because of shadow work. But then if that is something you do with other people going through ascension, I would say, so they may be other healers or coaches, or they might be people seeking in their spiritual growth, typical good fit for you. And then obviously animals is something. Sometimes I have actually another friend who does the healing for the people, and she also does the healing for the animals. So yeah, I have done lots of healing on animals as well, although I don't advertise, you know, I don't advertise that I do the healing on the animals, but I have, and it's beautiful. So follow your soul, Luna. Follow your soul with this. Yeah.
And I'm sure there is still a lot of things will unlock, you know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I wanted to say this as well. When people are watching now, so with this, okay, so we have technically just finished the program. We have one more session, we have a bonus session, and we're going to have another call and things. So we're kind of not finished, but we are finished technically with all the light body activations. But I have this sense that the next 6 months for you and for all of the people in the program will be like another, you know, big transformative level, because there is, I wouldn't say there is a delay, but everything gets shifted quite fast through the program. And then the next 6 months, the next 12 months, it's like, you know, quantum leap time. So we are yet to see. So we're going to have this conversation again, Carole, in 6 months.
I love that, because I think it's just the beginning now.
It's just the beginning.
Starting from everything that it will align now, everything.
Yeah.
I just want to say you so much. Thank you, Jenny, because it's really the bottom of my heart. It's just, I can't thank you enough for giving me this safe space.
Yeah,
and it's really make me emotional, because
yeah, me too. I feel also emotional because we have so much love. Like it's
so much. And I just want to maybe help some others. I always recommend that we are looking for mentors who are already having the energetic embodiment of who we want to go.
Yes,
that's what you had, you know, to bring me safe through. And I'm here for also for others in my own soul mission.
In your own mission, own soul family, of course.
To hold the energetic and to be the embodiment where they want to go.
Yes, yes, yes. So why would you recommend anyone listening who is interested in Lightbody to do the program?
Why?
Yeah.
There's a lot of why.
There's a lot of why.
Because for sure, because you will be the complete embodiment of your higher self. You will unlock your soul, true self of the divine feminine, masculine, both energy balance within, that bring you also union within. And whatever patterns you are going through, it's for everyone is different. You know, maybe you don't have the same patterns as me.
No, of course
not.
But
you will be able to see yours, and you will be safe to work through it, to release them and become the expression of your soul. So you will truly liberate yourself by this work, because the light body, it's the things that will help us to bring our consciousness fully embodied in our physical. That's something I was missing. I was feeling I have this high vibrational energy and consciousness, but I wasn't able to really embody it in my body down.
Exactly.
Right? And now
it's like your mission was up in the 5th, 6th, 7th dimension, but you couldn't bring it here.
No, I couldn't. I was completely stuck.
Now we're starting. Yeah.
And it feels amazing. I'm excited. I still have to release some things, but it's completely, it's changed my life. And I'm ready now, because always when we go to one step forward, like today I'm doing a live, you with me, I'm not doing alone, but this will be the next step.
Well, this is next step.
Every next step you do, it feels very little uncomfortable. That's normal.
Yes.
But it's important that you feel now safe to do it. And that's really helped me.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Carole.
You're so welcome.
So you can connect with Carole if you want ascension guidance or any divine healings, or if you have an animal who you would like to work on. You can also connect with me, obviously, if you want to do a light body program in September 2023. I'm feeling the energy of this program, and I only did one in last year, and I do one this year, but I feel 2024, I'm going to probably do 2 rounds, because I feel how the energy is going to like expand, more people. So I will keep growing this program. But September is the next time. So thank you so much, Carole. I think we'll come back in the group and have a chat again in 6 months, because again, then it's like, wow, what else have now dropped into my life since this work? Because I have also noticed this with my previous clients. You know, I've done this work for one-on-one client for a long, long time. And it's like the next level keeps coming in 6 months, the next level 6 months. They're like, wow, you know, so it's going to be interesting to have a conversation again in 6 months. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Carole. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to see you soon. We'll see each other tomorrow, guys, because I have the Q&A for joining the community in any shape or form. Just come with questions if you're interested to come. This is at 7 p.m. tomorrow GMT London time. To have the the Zoom meeting link in this group to sign up. You also get the emails, to make sure you check your emails. But you can come to this meeting tomorrow to ask questions about the programs, ask questions about the work, how to become the embodied leader, like lots of different things. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Now no, it's okay, stay there. I've stopped. I've stopped now the